years ago or 10 years ago, even when you're watching those the Moment 37s, right? Daigo and Justin were still incredible, but there were a lot of jobbers out there. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of jobbers. There's a lot. I'm saying we've grown more skillful.
It's true. I remember when 4 came around and like seeing the resources pouring out of SRK and thinking like it's so easy to learn these games now.
Yeah.
I feel like the same level of like the amount that players can improve with these games is like the same level, the same jump from 4 to 5.
Yeah, it's huge. You know, the community has really come together and really like raise the level of the gameplay. And I mean, look at how competitive globally things are now as a sign of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting the run back now. SonicBox geTwreCked getting his winners finals run back against Ludovic. And looking a little more confident this time around. Again, walking behind that Grave Jelly. Interesting. He uses 2 different V triggers between Chun-Li and Blanca. I like this.
The specialist, the mark of a specialist.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
Okay, going for the throw, and now he's pouring on the offense. I like that trade. So does SonicBox geTwreCked. SonicBox84, oh, that's his Twitter. Okay.
After having a big win behind him with Wolfgang, like you said, playing far more confidently, and it looks to be working out in this first game.
Plus, you know, that's the benefit of being in winners finals. If you happen back in grand finals, you get that extended read against your opponent. So maybe geTwreCked was able to make this adaptation, make this adjustment, know exactly where he failed in the last time these two met.
Bud's still doing an excellent job of controlling the space right around the stand strong and the stand fierce. geTwreCked shakes things up with the EX there, but doesn't get too much real estate for that. Uses the V trigger instead.
Oh, my lord.
Hey, and he's still got a V trigger. That is value.
That is value. You know what? Ed things are as Ed does.
Yeah.
Right? There's give and take. There's balance in Ed things, I guess.
Yeah, that was a good Ed ting.
I like that. Jabbing his way out of that shimmy situation. Ludovic sitting at a little bit of a life deficit. And geTwreCked is the one with all the resources. Just poking out. Look at that. Keeping his limbs in.
Bud looking to bait that EX. Looks like he's pretty confident that geTwreCked's not going to throw it now.
Oh,
he was waiting on that the whole time.
Okay, listen. We got to get a rental agreement for geTwreCked's head right now.
Oh!
Oh my God! Are you kidding? What were we talking about? The timer. That's what he does at home. When Ed players do that to you online, that's what they're actually doing.
That's him. That's the guy. That is exactly what happened on the other side of the connection. So that sequence there, the implied threat of the instant overhead was what went through everyone's head. Lud didn't do it because he thought, well, he's probably going to uppercut me, so I won't, and then I'll instead wait for the uppercut. Okay, there's no uppercut.
You know what? The irony is that the instant overhead would have avoided the uppercut.
I know, right? That's kind of surprising to me.
Lud didn't want to put himself in the corner. That's what it really is.
I'm very surprised at that one.
Man, geTwreCked getting a lot of mileage out of these EX Psycho uppers. We were hoping that this wouldn't be the adaptation he made, but you know, it killed him so often in the last set. Between both characters he played, between Ed and Falk. Okay. Look at this.
Oh, confident in the mid-range, close range even.
Excellent. Spending the meter.
Double juggle on the V trigger and the grab.
Back throw.
Walks right on top of that foot.
Bam! Look at that. What do we talk about? Offensive commitment, right? Committing to the offense. Yeah. Again, the butter is there.
Yeah. geTwreCked had a life lead there, went in hard on top of it. He got clipped a couple of times, lost like 20%, but he sealed it out.
Yeah, it's going to be a long road for geTwreCked, though, if he hopes to get this reset and close out the tournament. We'll see if he can keep it up all the way.
Yeah, that plays into why I really like that decision to go try to seal it, right? You can't play 6 games and expect 6 games to come to you. Right. You got to go get some of them.
Damn, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, you got to fetch those games. I like it. Okay, here on borrowed time.
Value.
Oh,
he's too far away from the V trigger. Got a little bit ahead of himself, trying to get too much out of it. A little bit greedy.
And big respect to Lud, the jump back instant air throw.
Yeah, that was huge.
Option.
Lud has incredible reactions. We've seen it all day. I don't think it's going to end here.
Yeah, Lud definitely controlling the screen well. Definitely. You know what? For geTwreCked, it seems like everybody has tech against him today. You know? Like, everyone's got all the answers against all of these offensive options.
The marked man right now. I mean, if you're the ed specialist, though, in your area, you're going to push people to learn.
That's true. Yeah, I'm curious how old the technology is that these players have against geTwreCked.
I bet you if you ask Lud, Lud's like, I just jumped it through him. I don't
Oh, yeah, you probably would say that.
The CA is still available, but notice Lud is sitting on it. Lud is an assassin. He actually loves to kill with it.
I mean, it's such a great option. It's something you definitely want to sit on. It's not like you can use the meter to really pressure your opponent and continue pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it really is a marvelous assist. And he's got the meter. He didn't spend it. I don't know why. It would have closed out the round. Maybe he tried. Oh.
Ooh, big whiffs. Lud trying to bait. Okay, spends it.
I feel like geTwreCked is really, he's done so well to keep his limbs in, but every time he extends,
Counter
he
hit.
Oh! That's
You're kidding me.
Oh my
He's
God.
getting flustered on the defense.
Well, what else could he do? He had already walked his way back to the corner. He definitely maximized the stage, you know, to his advantage as best he could. I just feel, you know, I feel sorry for geTwreCked because he's keeping the limbs in so much, but every time, all of his buttons are so deliberate on defense, and every time he goes for one, Lud sniffs it out.
But DMS, how did he lose that other round? When he threw a naked critical art against a fully stocked super metered Chun-Li, because Lud is getting in his head. Lud is playing fast. Lud is playing quick.
Lud is devious, man. He is definitely methodical when it comes to offense. Man, the big Chad stand while just letting that thing rip. Lud just standing there while geTwreCked charged that stand fierce, ducking at the last second. Man.
Still, geTwreCked having some trouble instilling fear. He's playing very well, but Lud is just not backing down.
Yeah, don't never give up.
Playing a little bit more deliberate behind it. Took a risk with the jump. The jump in combo's good enough.
Yeah, I like him. I like him because it's not like Lud can really pursue.
Ooh. Oh, dear. He didn't believe?
He didn't believe, and that's twice in a row. Those are 2 rounds.
Oh, my Lord. There it is.
I was going to say, those are 2 rounds in a row that geTwreCked failed to close out.
Yeah.
You know, by just finishing his combo.
The other one was a whole game.
Yeah, the other one was a whole game. It would have put him 2 up. That was rough.
Yeah, critical mistakes that may come back to haunt you as geTwreCked, of course, does need to win 2 sets here.
And look at this. I feel like geTwreCked's execution on going nowhere is like super crispy. Definitely trying to do that Muhammad Ali float like a butterfly thing. Not really working to his advantage though.
Fake cross up.
Again, how many times have we seen that?
That is a dude that knows how to work that V trigger.
Yeah, geTwreCked is definitely the first Ed player I've seen that really has a lot of technology. Like really has a lot of tech for the V trigger.
I think he knew that walking behind it, even if he forced that EX legs, that Chun would get some off of the end of it, and that's why he's so confident behind it.
Right. Even if I lose, I win a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice chunk of damage here. Really taking a slight life lead, going for the throw, and Lud pressing forward. This is tough. Lud has really got to think about how he wants to deal with this. Trying to mess with geTwreCked's head a little bit here.
He's already shown the slide.
Whoa! Yeah, checkmate situation there for geTwreCked. And as soon as Lud put himself in the air, that was checkmate. Look at him. Now he's feeling himself. That's right. That's right. Work the butterflies away. Don't drop any more of those combos.
You know Lud knew exactly what he had committed to on the way down. That's why he put that roundhouse out as low as it possibly could have been.
Right.
Well, you got to wonder if he was thinking about coming off of the wall and decided not to.
It's a good question. That's a good question.
There's a lot of options in the air to kind of like mess with her timing, but he didn't bait anything.
Yeah, what he went for was definitely unique. That's not something you see from Chun-Li's offense. I have to wonder if there's a quarter circle in there and just try to go for like a late legs or something like that.
Possible. Whew. The light kick is still solid.
That is a dangerous conversion. I don't care what anybody says. If you're Ed and you're doing low strong into the Psycho Upper, that's dangerous.
We've seen it drop a number of times just today.
Obvious throw, says Chun-Li. Big jump over. Again, geTwreCked is being so deliberate about when he presses buttons, but every time he gets punished for it in some way.
Trying to go toe-to-toe in the footsie game, literally, but big swing for Lud. Now see what geTwreCked can get back off of the V-trigger. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, and Lud is that lit stack of dynamite right now. The whole stack. And here it is. Let's see if Lud spends it to take the round. No. That may prove to be fatal.
Ooh! Got away with one. Gotta worry about the chip from the EX legs even just to get him down to even more. The reversal is available for Ed, so Lud can't throw out too many long recovery moves.
Wow, Lud. A really greedy decision to not spend the rest of that meter, but there's only 8 seconds on the clock and Lud closing it out. Winning on his own terms.
Hey man, it's he's got a whole set to throw away.
That's true, that's true.
There's a time to be greedy, it's now.
That's just extended read time for Lud. It's just more time to keep that book open. See what his opponent's habits are.
geTwreCked doing a nice job of mixing up those jump-ins now. Finding more success.
Yeah, definitely reading that. Lud is going to want to use those projectiles every once in a while. And if the stars align, maybe geTwreCked can get a nice jumping combo.
Even if not, just throwing in that sporadic jump heavy to mix up the anti-air timing, making Lud respect it.
That's true. Okay, here's the V-trigger. We'll see. Lud has had interesting responses here. We'll see how he deals with this.
Oh, he's got to hold it now. Abade! The challenge to crouch light kick. Same side after the stomp.
That is the wake-up DP of this game. Is wake-up 3 or 4 framer.
Yeah, it really is. It's invincible now. You just have to believe.
Especially if your character's name begins with an L and ends with an aura.
Oh, shots fired. Oh, footsies with Ed. What confidence from the Ed player.
Yeah, this is definitely where Sonic Box geTwreCked excels. And there we're seeing one of those nice... I'm glad he got to represent a little bit.
Yeah.
Show us that he definitely has the reactions, the execution, the fundamentals to make that situation happen. geTwreCked is now on reset point.
That's huge.
Big throw, and that was definitely a delayed tech. But Lud was just really irreverent of the EX Psycho up there, I think. Ooh! Yeah, that was already coming out.
Some of these immediate V-triggers. Trying to overplay his hand, and Lud's going to tie it up in this first set.
Yeah, it's very easy to overplay in this game, and that's what we just saw from geTwreCked. He wasn't behind by that much, but that EX Psycho Upper was just enough to hand the entire set, or hand the rest of that match to Lud.
Round 1. Fight.
Now, Lud with the chance to seal the whole tournament. geTwreCked fighting for his life.
Now we're on tournament game now. Big down V skill, big opportunity for geTwreCked. I like it. Lud working his way out. What a reaction. That is such a big part of the defense of this game, is reading the neutral jump on a knockdown.
Yeah. I mean, it slots into the reversal jabs and everything very nicely.
Look at that. Just slipping past each other. The Chun low strong versus the Ed roundhouse. Not quite.
Deliver away.
geTwreCked losing composure here. It looks like he's committing to a lot more movement options.
But Lud is so confident offensively, and I really feel like he's getting into geTwreCked's head when he puts him on the back foot.
Lud's a confident player. I mean, he does not enter a tournament he doesn't believe he can win.
Yeah, very casual confidence, but you know what? You're exactly right about that. Getting in there, working the guard bar, or the guard damage.
And look at that. geTwreCked just flailing a little bit with those fierces. That may be the right option. Just like that. He did give Lud's, pause to think about how he was going to approach. Big opportunity here. One throw could do it. The backdash just working his way out. No punish from geTwreCked. Are you kidding me? There's the throw. Final round before the reset. We'll see what happens. SonicBox, geTwreCked putting himself on reset point or Lud's tournament point.
Yeah.
Final game, final round before the reset.
Meters, resources pretty much equal. Lud getting things started. Lud has had so much success when he takes the first step, when he takes the first initiative.
And Lud has been taking those first steps. Again, just walking geTwreCked into the corner slowly but surely. Don't call me slowly. Bam, big low forward. Okay, geTwreCked jumping his way in, getting himself a little advantage. Another big duff from Stun. I called her Stun because I was thinking Stand Fierce.
Chun-Li, man, that's cool. We know what you're talking about. Oh, he was thinking, you gotta believe he was thinking about the jumps, the cross-ups, the instant overheads.
Yeah, definitely Lud seems like he's thinking pretty fast, but not quick enough to deal with that V-trigger. geTwreCked may well have another one by the end of the round.
He may, and he looks like he's gonna need it. Lud uses an EX early. He will get another one if he gets it for the no way, dude.
No.
Well, he won't die here.
He won't die.
What's Lud's gonna do? Okay, he'll take just damage. Doesn't go for a positioning switch.
Goes for the unblockable, identifying that geTwreCked did not have the resources to work his way out of it.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh dear! It's anybody's game.
Anybody's game. One throw, one back throw could do it. It's a forward throw, and it's enough.
It's enough.
Holy Jeebus. Look at him. That's not how you're going to get this reason. That's not how you're going to win this tournament. Not with that look on your face. You better start looking like, yeah, that's right.
He's got a second. You got a second. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that's
There
right.
you go.
Okay,
There
I
you
saw
go.
the head nod.
There you go.
Just another day at the office for Lud. Is it lunchtime yet? Yeah, you got to have the confidence to carry forward after the reset.
Lud sat on those meters. No EX spinning bird kicks. I think there were, I don't, maybe a couple in the whole set there. You know, never trying to just shake things up. Not faulting him for it, but that's the read that geTwreCked put on him.
Definitely not. You've seen how many times geTwreCked has hung himself by not wanting to die with those resources.
Yeah.
I think Lud may be learning from geTwreCked's mistakes a few times.
He went for it.
Good stuff. I love that low strong. geTwreCked getting a lot of mileage out of it, but getting poked out of it quite a few times as well. Nice. Okay. One good guess. One good back throw could have stunned there, but he chooses forward throw. Trying to get that corner positioning. geTwreCked now using the stage behind him. Uh-oh. One good poke from Chun-Li. Ludovic. Oh, working his way out. We'll see what happens. Lud walking himself all the way to the corner for free. He just doesn't want to put himself in that cross-up situation. I can't believe it. Lud pulling a feather out of a hat. Fighting against that V-trigger. That big grape jelly. geTwreCked getting a little bit too far ahead of himself. A little too confident with that big ball behind him. That big wrecking ball. You don't want to stand in front of one of those bad boys. You want to stand behind it.
The biggest grape I've seen, man.
Remember that board game, The Grape Escape?
Of course.
That's what it is. That's what Lud's got to play. Every time that V-trigger comes on deck, he's got to play Grape Escape.
How eloquent. Abare again. But not going down easy. geTwreCked has bought himself 3 games, and he is taking it to the bank in this round.
Yeah, going round for round against Ludovic's Chun again. They've actually gone round for round with each other through this entire set, grand finals. Ooh, bite me a little bit. The pushback just a little too far for that low forward to connect. Okay, Ludovic again pushing geTwreCked. geTwreCked getting a little flustered, flailing a little bit here. Pulling out these unsafe moves. Okay, Grape Escape. Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun.
Stuck his finger into the grape jar.
Not done yet. And look at this. geTwreCked working his way back slowly.
This is such an important game. This is the first game of the new set. You really want to go up, get that comfort behind you.
Trying to set the mood for the rest of the set.
Wow.
Just barely. Just barely. Catching that throw before block zone would take effect. Okay. That V reversal was pretty decent, working his way out of that mix-up. Lud just trying to poke smartly. Like a scalpel. Chun-Li, she's a surgeon in this game. One back throw could do it. Oh my god, the tech from Lud. Counter hit.
Backdash the throw, and it was a jab instead. Wow.
Yeah, the delay jab. I like that option. I like that option. Yeah, geTwreCked trying to do the no shimmy shimmy, where you just walk in their face, delay the button.
They both advanced the Yomi a bit, and then they had another turn real quick after that.
Yep. Hanging on for dear life. And they've been, nail biters, for Lud. Every time Lud is on the ropes, I feel like he clutches it out.
Yeah, and like you said, man, if they're just trading games, and all you got to do is maintain serve, that first game was everything.
Yeah, that first game may prove to set the mood for the rest of the set. And already, look at this, going into the next round, it's looking like geTwreCked's soul may belong to Lud now.
Psychologically, man, this is one of those matches where you're going to have to go and take it, and geTwreCked taking the initiative there to find his way out of the corner. Lovely!
And taking a nice life lead. Oh, again, that's twice.
Unfortunate.
Twice in this tournament, we've seen that situation where it looked like Lud was going to fall on the V-trigger and only got a hit out of it. Only took one hit.
Is there a possible juggle Ed could have done there?
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Surprised we didn't see it. Just trying to establish the spacing, but throw one too many, and Lud is in your face with the crush strong. And there it is.
I love it. The big call out from geTwreCked. Lud did not believe that that was coming, or he thought he could get in under the wire, but not quite. No. Close only in horseshoes and hand grenades.
No real threatening answers from Lud there, so enough life for geTwreCked to play the game. Not where he wants to be now.
Definitely not, but geTwreCked has lived his entire tournament life here, as seen on stream. Ooh.
He really wanted that cross up, but he'll take this. Yeah,
okay.
Very important to him to get to the other side, we could see there.
Yeah, absolutely. And just letting that stun dwindle away again. Okay. And Lud pressing. Lud knows better. Listen, if I've got a life lead and you've got stun bar, I'm going to keep pushing you into the corner. I'm going to take my offensive opportunities that I have earned.
Okay, surprise there.
Good stuff. The resource usage from the two of these, the resource usage from the two of these is astounding. Oh, tooth and nail. Just fighting to the last drop.
Gets under. What's the move? Counter hit. Huge. Slides under. Whiffs. geTwreCked's looking for just one last hit, but he whiffs the big roundhouse and gets stand strong for it. Can't whiff too many in front of Lud.
You can see geTwreCked fatiguing big time, I think, at this point. He's definitely putting out bigger buttons than he would have at the at the beginning of the set, earlier in the set.
And I feel like I see them both fatiguing, but geTwreCked at a little bit faster of a rate. I feel like Lud is fighting to recover a little bit harder.
It does seem that way. Things do look more difficult for Lud than they did definitely in Winners Finals. Okay.
Oh, finally shows that EX reversal is still there.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the last EX SBK we see, though. Used
Maybe
in that way.
Maybe right on that.
Spending the money. And look at this. What a great situation for geTwreCked. He's got the entire stage behind him. He's got a massive life lead. Okay. This is Lud using his V-trigger. And he's only got one bar after this, so we'll see what he can cook up.
Nice sequence, but after the forward throw, the pressure ended. Good recognition from geTwreCked. Doesn't have to overplay this. Goes for the jump in.
Okay, poking his way out. And Lud really only needs to nail one poke here, and then his V-trigger EX lag.
Time's running out on that V-trigger, though. Dashes in and runs into a foot.
Sonic Box geTwreCked choosing coverage here with that stand forward. Last time it was a big roundhouse. He says, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit smaller of a risk here, identifying the closer spacing, and then just pulling the trigger, firing.
Gotta wonder how that Crush Strong would have interacted with that.
Gotta wonder. Gotta wonder. I do think Ed's stand forward is slept on. I think it's a good move.
Yeah. I mean, you would hope that it wouldn't have gotten beaten, but you know, sometimes them slides.
You never know, man. Okay, working his way out of the corner, putting himself in that shimmy situation. Defending deftly.
Surprising, because Lud is really putting geTwreCked into the corner very quickly. It looks like he's playing to that, but he's not finding anything as geTwreCked tries to escape. Instead, it's geTwreCked.
Interesting. Interesting. Just trying to get the corner positioning there, I guess.
It looks very important to him. He's fighting so hard to get out of the corner. And I feel like Lud sees that, but he's not quite seizing upon it.
Well, you did mention at the beginning of the set, one of Ed's strengths is that he works his way out of the corner pretty free,
Oh.
somewhat safely.
Yeah.
So I think that's why geTwreCked is not too worried about being walked there early on.
Yeah, and we see Lud still trying to dial it in. He went for a couple of punishes or at least pressure, and he caught an EX uppercut for his trouble.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Lud is definitely doing his best to deal with those situations. Okay, EX legs, the throw, the big toss. I swear, when Lud just wants to tie up the life, he just does.
Yeah.
It's as simple as pressing a button.
Yeah, he's keeping it so close, and then that plays into the critical art assassination finishes off of the links and everything. It's a beautiful plan. Whoa, you love to see that.
Big shimmy. I'm not sure about spending that last meter. He may have needed that, and just like that, Lud is getting his comeback factor. Good. Oh, Psycho rising.
Are you kidding me?
Projectile invincibility.
He still woke up with a crotch leg kick.
Living paycheck to paycheck here. geTwreCked spending those resources as he earns them.
Who's gonna whiff?
Oh my lord.
Oh, there's the
Ow!
whiff and there's the punish.
Fierce for fierce. Knuckles for knuckles.
These guys are putting out buttons.
Chun-Li wins.
Mine reaches further, says Lud. Says Chun-Li. That big stand fierce.
And that walk speed is also huge. You know, he's so confident to walk in and out of the range.
Yeah, walk in and walk out. And he keeps you second guessing. We saw that in the last match, the match before this one, where geTwreCked hung himself with that stand roundhouse. He thought he was in range. He thought he could, you know, hit that max range safely. And just like that, Lud whoop, that magic moonwalk.
Speedy.
The Maryland moonwalk. All right, geTwreCked taking a breather here. Trying to think this one through. Contemplating what adaptations he could possibly make. Where are the holes in my game plan? Where are the holes in my opponent's game plan? Trying to identify.
So what do you think the play is now?
At
Is
this
it
point,
still fearless?
I think the play is fearless. I think the play is that geTwreCked has to tighten up. I feel like geTwreCked is getting a lot of opportunities where he's leaving damage on the table.
Okay.
You know, and he just needs to tighten those up. Reaching the top 1 percentile of play in this game means being like keeping everything really tight. You can't miss a combo. You can't drop anything like. And that's kind of the name of this game. That is the meta of this game. And this is an easier game to exercise that in, but that's what makes that so much more important in cracking that top 1 percentile of play. And geTwreCked has kind of shown that he's leaving that stuff on the floor, right? He's
That is
cutting
very
corners, leaving them on the floor.
Very true.
Fight.
A lot of times in this game, those mistakes can end up costing you huge on the back end. You're still in recovery. Somebody blows their V-trigger on you.
Yeah, you said it. Absolutely. Yeah, one mistake can cost you your life in this game. Even if it's as much as a frame. Okay, good stuff. Anti-shimmy shimmy. The threat of that purple projectile, man.
So much mileage off of it.
Corner to corner, and he still gets advantage.
Okay, so it looks like he's looking for a safe jump setup there, but it's not working against the back roll.
Okay, a second V-trigger. I feel like that was within 10 seconds of the last one, too.
It feels like it just left the screen. It might still technically be in the memory. Crouch strong, though, under the fireball. Good, reliable option, especially if it's going to kill. Why not?
Fight.
Yeah, you said it, especially if it's going to kill. That is the theme of this game. I mean, if you've got the resources to kill, you better do it. You'll get him by the next round, guaranteed. Okay, working his way out of the corner again. Big duck.
Huge priority for him. Wasn't even in the corner there, but still switching the positions.
Yeah, geTwreCked is really trying to win this by moving backwards. Excellent. Again, look at this. The function of that, it's safe, but oh no, that is the situation Lud did not want. He was pushing geTwreCked slowly into the corner. Now, geTwreCked is just giving up this positioning. He really wants to win this by moving backwards alone.
Yeah, he just wanted to set out that V trigger. Wow, that worked out well for him. Sometimes you can't block in situations like that, but here we go, geTwreCked with a critical art.
This will be my round, he says, but there's still a sliver left. I can't believe that stand forward didn't connect.
Still
Okay.
gotta respect that V trigger. Oh!
Yeah, I thought he got hit for sure. And look at this.
Activation. Ooh. Here we go.
I like the idea here from geTwreCked. He says, I don't want to win this by being dumb. I want to.
That was the bait. He was looking for that. Still the critical art.
Oh, the clutch low strong. That's the first time we've seen one of those, that situation where geTwreCked is trying to just play defensively and have it not burn him in the end. That is the first round we've seen that.
Gonna be breathing a sigh of relief, but this is still tournament round for Lud.
Yeah. Yeah, Lud, yeah, on match point, on tournament point here. Yeah, geTwreCked has got to work his way in smartly here.
They spinning that meter for the early damage and corner push. Lud waited that one out for the first time, I believe, today.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. We get another corner. Just walking into it. Lud says, you know what? I don't want to play Grape Escape today. I'll just walk into it. Get rid of it early. I'm not letting you buy the entire screen for the price of 2 bars.
Tournament life now on the line. Whole tournament on the line for geTwreCked. Does not look like he'll get that treasured V trigger. He's gonna have to fight it out here. Just a couple of meters. And his wits. Oh, that's a lucky break.
Yeah, geTwreCked
Take
really,
a couple more of those.
no kidding.
All right.
geTwreCked really believing that Lud is going to spot those dashes and punish. I feel like we haven't seen that a lot from geTwreCked. And that's definitely one of Ed's strengths, that movement.
Critical art available. Gotta be careful now.
Gotta be careful. Spending that last bar. Tournament life may rest in the next decision. And
Hey,
a rare
drop from Ludovic.
medium rare. Okay.
Let's still look at that. He could chip him now. Well, no, the reversal is there, but 7 seconds. What are you gonna do?
Great life on the line. Spend that V-trigger. There we go.
Oh, he
Use
did
the
get a
fast one.
V-trigger. Look at that.
Spending it. Wait. Oh, Lud closing it out. This is my house. This is my tournament. geTwreCked fighting for his life. I think fighting valiantly. Definitely putting up the fight of